Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be cutting and bleaching my hair platinum blonde. I've been doing it for the past few months by myself. August will be a year since I cut my hair and went platinum blonde. I did go to a professional at first, but then I was like, you know what? I really want to learn how to do this myself. I see that other women do it, and also it'll help me save money because, as you know, being a platinum blonde person and going to the salon, just make sure your coins are lined up because it is not cheap. But nonetheless, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, leave me some comments, like this video if you find it helpful, and let's just get into it. So I always start off by detangling my hair, go with a wide tooth comb, and then I go in with a finer comb just to make sure that everything is detangled, and then I go in with that solution spray it all over my head. When it comes to cutting my hair, I went in with a number 2 guard just because I knew that it would get me to that level that I needed to of my new growth. Maybe I could have gone in with a 1.5, but it's better to take your time and go slow. Play it safe. If you're new to it, even start with the number 3. It really just depends on your new growth or how low you want my hair. I've been rocking it pretty low. I would like to grow it out, but it's that ugly period in between when you're growing out your hair, and it's hard to manage because of my curl pattern, and I just need it to be fresh. I have things and events coming up, so I always have to cut it, but hopefully eventually I'll be able to grow it out a little bit more. I'm not ready to let go of the platinum color yet, so I just gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah, I just take my time, start in the front. I go from the back to the front, and when I'm done with that, in order to cut the back of my hair, I have a mirror that I hold. So you just want to make sure that you have a handheld mirror if you are doing this, because and being facing a mirror so you can see yourself to properly cut the back of your hair. I haven't accomplished like fading the back of my hair, lining myself up yet, but that is something that I will be practicing soon. But as you can see here, like, I'm using the mirror to look and guide me so I can know where I'm going and what I'm doing. When I first cut my hair, I was terrified, and I was like, oh my gosh, Anosha, do you really want to try to do this on your own? But think about it. Your hair is already short. There's not too much damage that you can really do. The only thing is when you're cutting your hair, make sure you have a guard on, because in my previous video, I forgot to put the guard on and I had like a little patch in my head. Learn from my mistakes. But this is how I was looking after. This was the most blonde that I could get off. There were little fragments left over, but that's okay. Now, Vaseline petroleum jelly is a must. I put it all over. I OD it. My forehead, my ears, all parts of my ears, the back, the front, the back of my neck, basically my face, within my scalp, all over. Don't be shy with the Vaseline, because you just want to make sure that you're protecting your skin and that everything is covered. Once I was done applying the Vaseline everywhere, it was time for me to create my mixture. So I used the Up to Level 9 Lift by Claro Professionals along with the 20 volume developer until I get the consistency I like. I go in with 2 scoops and then I just eye the volume until it's more of like a thick yet a little runny consistency. You'll see how it starts looking when I mix it up together. And I just take my time with mixing it, because the last thing you want to do is not have the consistency you want, and then you're putting it on your hair and then you have to stop, and then you have to add more product and try to get the consistency you want. So make sure you have enough, and that it's what you like initially, so you don't have to stop while the chemicals already in your hair and then you have to make more. I began applying the bleach on the back of my head. When I first started doing my own hair, I would start in the front, but someone was like, start in the back of your hair because it's better, and then the front of your hair is a little finer, which is true. So I was like, I'm gonna start from the back today and then work my way to the front. And you just want to like take your time doing this to ensure that everything is covered, but you do want to have a pace to it because this starts working quickly. Okay, so once I have the bleach everywhere, I will go on with my hands and just rub it in. This is what I do. There is a lot of people that are gonna say, this, don't do this, don't manipulate this. And I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I'm showing you guys what I do with my hair. So I just use my hands, move it around. Once that's done, I put on my foil cap. You can get these from Amazon. It comes in a pack, and they put a good amount in that pack. And I like these because it's convenient. You can just wear this around in the house when you have the bleach on, or you can use it when you're under the dryer. Yes, I said under the dryer. Once again, this is what I do. I know people are like, are you crazy? Don't sit underneath the dryer when you're doing this. I understand all of that, but this is what I do. Just doing a quick check in the mirror. And at this point, I was like, okay, it's time for me to wash this out. So I'm going in with the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo and conditioner, and I just wash everything out in my sink. And so the thing is, with the purple shampoo, it's really concentrated and it's great, but I realized that I like to mix it with like another shampoo or conditioner just so that it can lather up well. So as you can see, I have another like shampoo bottle and I have like a conditioner bottle nearby too. But I just take my time, ensure that all of the bleach is out of my hair. And once that's done, then we're gonna go in with the Shimmer Light shampoo, and then I'm gonna add some Pantene shampoo to it too. All right, so at this point, I knew that I didn't achieve the platinum blonde color that I wanted. So instead of trying to put toner and see if it would give me that color, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and bleach it again. I've never accomplished platinum blonde without having to bleach it twice. My goal is to try to get it in one take eventually, but I was like, you know what? Let's just get into it and do this quickly now. So I just followed those same steps, 2 scoops of the bleach and the 20 developer to my liking. Started from the back, applying it, making sure that it was everywhere. My scalp was feeling fine. Of course, I added more Vaseline. It was a little sensitive, but it was okay. And I worked my way up to the front, putting the bleach everywhere. And yeah, like I said, you guys, this is what I've been doing. I know it could be controversial. Trust me, I've already been getting dragged on TikTok, but I'm showing you what I do. Trial and error, okay? And it's the risk that I'm willing to take. But I just made sure that that bleach was everywhere. And then I threw on that cap and I sat again. I made a timer for 45 minutes, and I'm not usually sitting underneath the dryer the entire time. It's just the time that I want the bleach to be on my head, but I'll have it like on a really low setting when I do sit underneath the dryer. Um, I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you're not supposed to do that," but when I first was getting my hair done professionally, she did this method, and I sat underneath the dryer. I seen other girls who DIY do the same thing, but anyways, like I said, I'm showing you what works well for me. So once that bleach sat on my head for the 45 minutes, I repeated the same steps again, washed it out my hair, and then I used the purple shampoos, and I think I mixed it with the Foji balancing moisturizer. Yes, I did, which is a great product to use. They're really good for colored processed hair, and I combined the two so it could lather up really nice. and the purple still helps with bringing out the color that you want. This is the consistency that I got, and I just went ham with that and washed my hair. Okay, so I finally got the platinum color that I wanted, and it was time to tone it. So I went in with the 30 volume developer and the Wella 18 by Color Charm toner, and I mixed that up. Now, I don't always tone my hair after, but I was like, maybe it might make it a little bit more platinum how I want. Yes, the face that I made, it was burning, so I just tried to put this in very quickly. I'm probably gonna try using a different developer, like maybe 10. Some people are recommending using a 10 developer when doing the mixing it in for the toner, but I'll try that next time. But I try to put that on really quickly everywhere in my head. It started to turn purple on the side, so I was like, oh my god, let me hurry up and get this out before my hair is purple. So that's me washing it out. I was pretty pleased with the color and the turnout. Some people were like, oh, it's a little bit blonder than the time before, but I was okay with this. So you just want to make sure that you're rinsing everything out thoroughly. There's no more remaining chemicals in your head. All right, once my hair was all dry, I went in with this keratin 2-minute treatment, and I love using this. I use this all the time, but you just want to leave it in for about 2 minutes. You could keep it in longer if you want. I let that sit in my hair for about 2 to 5 minutes, rinsed it out, and then I went in with this Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner so my hair can be moisturized. And then it was time to style my hair. I used Straight Request foaming. I started using this because my original hairstylist used this and said it was great and it was moisturizing, because other products I was finding it was drying my hair out. But I just put a generous amount in my head, and I go in with a fine comb. I comb it out, and I just try to wave it a little bit. You know, when you first dye your hair, it's easier to maneuver your hair because the dye naturally changes the pattern of your hair, like so it straightens it out. So some people will ask me like, "Oh, do you perm your hair and then color it?" And I'm like, "No, the bleach will naturally like straighten out your hair, but I'm just doing some like gentle waves, and then I put my do-rag on. I usually sometimes will use the paper strips, but I was like, I'm just gonna throw my do-rag on and sit underneath this dryer. And this was the final result of my hair. I love the color. I love how I cut it. And I was okay with it. And I just sprayed like some oil sheen afterwards that I have. And my hair was nicely waved up in the back. Hopefully, this helps somebody that is trying to become a DIY girl when it comes to cutting and bleaching their hair. Don't be afraid to try. It's okay to make mistakes. And everything I listed is on my Amazon storefront. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.